Okay, I'm going to give Justin Trudeau some free political advice, which I'm sure he'll never take because, number one, he probably will never see this video. But number two, I don't know if this is somebody that he'd necessarily want to apologize to. But I honestly think it could be a unifying thing for the country if Justin Trudeau or the next prime minister, or probably has to be a prime minister to be honest, apologizes and honors Don Cherry. I think he was totally mistreated. Publicly, the attempt at least was to publicly shame him for the comments he made 5 years ago now about poppies in Canada. He was asked about this actually very recently. I think this interview was today.
When you think of the poppy, 5 years since you were fired for asking people to wear poppies.
Yeah,
What do you see now, 5 years later?
I don't see any change. You go downtown, you don't see any poppies.
Do you have any regrets of what you said 5 years ago?
Oh, I have no regrets about the poppy. I have regrets when I see the guys on television, and I think for fun I could have had. Oh, I could have gone on for another couple of years, but it was time to go. I guess it was time to go.
Well, Grapes, here we are, another.
So I believe that person's name is Joe Warmington. Shout out to him. I think that's just honestly sad that he says there he has regrets when he sees on TV and thinks he could have gone a couple more years. I think he probably could have. This guy was dynamite on television for a long time. A lot of people grew up watching Don Cherry before the internet, Hockey Night in Canada, those Rock'em Sock'em DVDs, or maybe they were VHSs, whatever those were fire. That Dog Blue. This guy was incredibly entertaining, and I honestly think the other thing, I think he reminds a lot of people of their grandpa, or their, maybe like for older people than me, their father, stuff like that. I just think it's a shame for Canada the way this ended, and I do think there's a real chance to sort of somewhat fix the story and make at least the final chapter a positive one. I really think this could help unite the country, just in a symbolic way. But anyway, here is the initial comments if you don't know, or maybe from America, whatever.
Downtown Toronto, nobody wears a poppy. Now you go to the small cities, and you know those, the rows on rows. You people love you. They come here, whatever it is. You love our way of life. You love our milk and honey. At least you could pay a couple of bucks for poppies or something like that. These guys pay for your way of life.
So that was it. I mean, that it's almost unbelievable to watch just how collectively the entire world, especially Canada, especially the liberal sort of places in Canada, like the Torontos, the Montreals, maybe it's still like this, totally we all lost our mind. It's so shameful, actually, that this was enough for basically the entire country, or at least the mainstream legacy media, to just shame him for a long time for that. I mean, oh, it's crazy.
Choice to make.
I think it was something that was needed to be done to show people in those positions that you guys can't make controversial comments about immigrants.
The National Hockey.
So just real quick, that is wild. That was the sentiment, like the public opinion, that you can't make a controversial comment on television. People just can't talk. You can't like say anything messy or you get fired. It's incredible.
League issued a statement on Monday saying the decision was justifiable, adding the opinions he expressed are in direct conflict with the values of diversity and inclusion that we embrace as pillars of our sport.
Don Cherry made remarks which were hurtful, discriminatory.
On Sunday, Ron MacLean addressed the controversy.
I owe you an apology, too. That's the big thing that I want to emphasize. I sat there, did not catch it, did not respond.
I was glad that Ron...
I mean, it's crazy that Ron MacLean, I sat there, I did not respond. These guys worked together for a long time. I mean, and the stories did come out that this isn't Don Cherry's like personality. He should not be linked to these comments. It's just such a shame that he went out like this. And again, I think there's a chance to actually somewhat fix this. I hope this idea takes fire, gets a hold in Canada.
I had so much confidence knowing that my hero, Don Cherry, has my back. I have his number in my back pocket. No cell phones at the time, boys, right? This is back in 2000, right? Or maybe those big ass ones that the rich people had.
That's an awesome story, man.
But yeah, Biz. So what I'm trying to say is like, I need to tell stories like that because people don't know little things like that. If Don Cherry was such a bigot like everyone thinks he is, then why the heck would he come to the rink and make that the only black kid on the team feel comfortable getting traded to his hometown? That doesn't add up. Don Cherry's a great man. He's helped me. Tim Cherry, his son that helped produce.
Again, yeah, it's crazy. Here's Don Cherry, just to have like clarification that he was literally fired. The phrase "you people" is basically what did him in. At least that's probably what the truth.
The one thing that got me, it was you people. And I suppose if I had it to do over again, I would have said everybody, but you people are the people that they listen to. The silent majority, as you know.
So again, like that should just be a note. The next time he comes on the show, hey Don, don't use the phrase "you people," say everybody. Make it more inclusive. That's fine. But the overreaction is actually absurd to look back on. And it sucks because Don Cherry was so funny on TV. Like this guy just, if you watch some of his old clips, he's actually the best.
Caught in the Canadian syndrome, where if it's Canadian, it's got to be bad. We're the best. I've been telling you the best. How about the guy that used to be on about 4 or 5 years ago? And you know those other, the amazing upper body strength of the Russians. So amazing. They're nothing. Just a minute.
No,
They're
sorry.
nothing.
Tournament in Calgary.
N-O-T-H-I-N.
Had a
nothing.
finished touch, but only one at a touching finish, and that was overseas, according to Don.
The thumbs up. Man, he was actually hilarious constantly on TV. Like I was really young when he was very popular. I mean, not really towards the end, but more so I watched him growing up. But man, those old clips of his are hilarious.
Want people that people like on TV. How could you not like me on TV if you're a Canadian? Good old boy like me.
From the back benches, he'll clean up.
So yeah, like I don't know. Do you think it's possible that? I think it is possible that there could be some sort of final chapter that's positive for Don Cherry and the legacy he left in Canada. I really think it's a total shame how he was treated. And even just hearing him there, that's very recent interview saying that I regret that I think I could do a couple more years on television. And the thing is, the last time Canada, at least in the House of Commons, tried one of these notable apologies and honoring of somebody, I don't even want to bring it up, but I think some people watching this video will remember what a disaster that was. So maybe you don't do it at the House of Commons. Maybe it's just on Hockey Night in Canada. I don't know. Maybe it's like on like a Remembrance Day type thing. Maybe you have like some veterans, some immigrants there. I mean, maybe that's just a little bit corny. I don't know, but I think it's a shame. I think there's got to be hopefully some sort of more positive final chapter where Canada can honor Don Cherry. I really think that he deserves that, especially given just how messy the final, at least as of right now, the last chapter was. So with that said, I'll finish the video here, but thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great day.